What have I been up to in my sewing room this week? Stay tuned to find out. G'day, my name is Sean and this is my weekly update where I share my quilting adventures. Come see what I've been working on, what I've completed, and all the other fun and exciting news. Let's go ahead and get started with our works in progress. I'm excited to show you some progress on several different items, and the first one I want to show you is some progress on Eeyore, which is one of the blocks in the 100 Acre Woods, which is a solo along by Art East Quilting Co. So this is the block I'm working on right now, and I'm making some good progress. I was hoping to get done this week. We didn't quite make that goal, but that's okay. That'll give me something else to do this week. So let's see how he turned out, and I think he's looking amazing so far. We just need to put on his legs and then his tail and a couple of different honeybees and that sort of thing there. But this is how he's looking. Let me know what you think. The next one I want to show you is a little bit of progress on Clue 4 of the Flyaway Puzzle Mystery Quilt by Cotton Cuts. I am doing it in the Flamingo colorway, and I'm loving all these different cafe facet colors. They're bright, they're happy. That's just how I like to be. So this is what I've got done so far. I've got quite a bit to go, but these come together pretty quickly. So I'm excited to see how that all turns out at the end as well. And then the final work in progress that I had to show you is some work on Toasty, which is a legit kit pattern, and I'm making some good progress on this. I've actually gotten 3 blocks done this week, which I'm really happy about. You may have seen some progress on this block done last week, and I've got it all put together. So this is going to be like one of his horns or whatever you call it. And then the next block came together very, very quickly, and you'll see why in just a moment, because there's like just a couple pieces down here. And then the last one is one that I did all yesterday. I did a lot of it during my live yesterday. This one did give me a little bit of trouble. I didn't cut some of the pieces quite big enough, and then I had to redo one of the seams. This big seam down here I had to do a couple of times. I actually had to pull out my seam ripper and rip it out. It wasn't fun. So this one is not quite perfect. However, it's done and it looks good, and I'm really happy with this. And I'm going to give you a bit of a close-up. And right now it just looks like it looks like a jumbled mess of just random things. But once it all goes together, it's going to be part of the wing assembly, and it's going to look really, really nice. So that's what I have for my works in progresses. I have a finished object to show you a little later on, a lot more news and excitement. But before that, let's do a week in review. If you're new to the channel, it's a series of videos I take during the week, some of me sewing, and also of any adventures we get up to. So I hope you enjoy. Last weekend we took the girls up to Baltimore and Washington DC. We had a lot of fun. We saw so much that I figured it was just easier to split the footage up into 2 different weekends. I hope you enjoyed that. Last week I asked everybody, if you got to spend an afternoon or a day sewing with me, what would you like to work on, or what would you like me to help you with? And the overwhelming response for that was working on foundation paper piecing. And I think there'll be a lot of fun. So maybe during the summer we'll do a get together where we have an afternoon or a day where you can all come and hang out with me for a little while and just have a good day of sewing together. This week I thought it'd be fun to ask you, if there was one color that you could never sew with again, what color would that be and why? Let me know in the comments. So what are my goals for this week? Well, I'd like to get Eeyore finished because he's taken a little longer than I expected. He's more detailed and we're getting very close to the end. So hopefully we can get Mr. Eeyore done this week. I'd also like to get more time in the sewing room. It seems like the last couple of weeks I haven't got as much time as I would like. Sometimes at the end of the day I might get 30 minutes or 45, which is definitely better than nothing, but I'd like to get a little more. So hopefully I'll have the energy to get more time in the sewing room this week. Let me know in the comments what your goals are. Today is Mother's Day in North America, Australia, and many other parts around the world. So I'd like to say a big happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, whether you're a biological mom, stepmom, foster mom, adopted mom, or you've just mentored somebody in some way. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you have a great day and enjoy this day just for you. Now it is time for our news and events, and I had one video come out this week, and that was my live yesterday morning with my friend Donnell over at Donnell Stitchery. We had a lot of fun. We worked on the legit kits together, and I think we got through it error-free. It was kind of a crazy idea to try and do it on a live because there's a lot of moving pieces, but we did it quite successfully. This morning I am live with my friend Katy over at Greenland Quilter. We are working on the courthouse steps and the rising star patterns, and it's been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with Katy for a little while. This coming week I plan to put out Clue 4 of the Flyway Puzzle Mission Quilt by Cotton Cuts. I always struggle with the names of those puzzle mission quilts for some reason. And then on Saturday morning I'm going to have a brand new guest. It's Amanda from Stitching Life Together. She's a brand new YouTuber. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to hang out with her, get to know her a little bit better, and do some sewing and chatting as well. And now I'm excited to share with you a completed object, and that is the December Boy Gnome from Cotton Cuts. And I've had a lot of fun putting these gnomes together, and I'm out of gnomes. I don't have any more. I'm a little sad about that. Hopefully Cotton Cuts or someone else comes up with a fun project that's pre-cut that I can just pull out and sew, because it's going to be a big hole for me to fill. Anyway, let's take a look at the block, and you've seen this before, and I've done the last couple of rows, so now it is all completely done. It's done all in solids, which is the first time I've done solids with one of these gnomes. I've always done in the boutiques, but I think the solids was a fantastic option. It looks really, really good. Let me know in the comments what you think. Anyway, that is it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. Tell a friend. I always love hearing comments from my viewers. I hope you all have a great day. Happy Mother's Day, and we'll see you really soon.